Hello everybody, today I'm here to review the final season, Season 5 of The Boys. This will be a non-spoiler review, so if you've not watched the show or the season yet, feel free to still hear my thoughts, see if you want to check it out. Without further ado, let's get into things. I definitely have a lot of reviews for The Boys, other videos throughout my channel, Season 4, Gen V, the first episode of Season 5, and I'm excited to talk about Season 5. And in general, I've enjoyed The Boys all the way through. Love the first 3 seasons, like Season 4, I like Gen V. And with Season 5, it feels like it's another Stranger Things situation, where I feel like it's obviously not a perfect season of television, but people had such high expectations that any issues, people just kind of amplify in their heads to the max. And it's fine, obviously, if you don't like, Stranger Things Season 5 or The Boys Season 5. But personally, despite me, I have some issues with this season, The Boys Season 5, of course. There's some points in the middle where it drags a bit, doesn't have a ton of forward momentum. And that can be frustrating at times. And then also the Homelander, they talk constantly about him going all scorched earth, and I don't feel like him going all scorched earth was as crazy as it should have been. And that's definitely frustrating. But at the same time, the main point of a final season for me is effectively wrapping up because TV is a character-based medium. So the most important thing a character or a series can do for me is effectively wrap up a character's arcs, give them a satisfying conclusion, and just even if, the main plot of a show doesn't end in the craziest way, if all the characters have good ends, then generally I'm pretty happy with the finale. And that's how I felt about Stranger Things, and that's how I feel with The Boys. I enjoyed Season 5 of The Boys. It starts off very strong. It kind of immediately gets you right into the plot. There's a lot of great character development throughout the season, and consistently funny with the gore, the jokes. There's fun celebrity cameos, great meta stuff, and the writing is definitely very on the nose at times, but sometimes the real world's so ridiculous that it doesn't really bug me. But what I really liked about this season is I feel like every character got a satisfying conclusion, especially with the finale. I was watching this and I'm like, yeah, if I never see these people again, like I wasn't left at a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so upset. Like how is this the end? I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I hoped it would be, and I thought that was really cool. And just throughout the season, there's great action, great jokes. There's the episode, like episode 1 and 2, I thought were very, very strong. They do a great job getting the season going with the great plot stuff, great character stuff, and they don't waste their time. Episode 3 and 4 are a bit slower. I never really love the episodes that are, the boys are in this random building, exploring, looking for stuff, and it's all dark and dusty. I never love those, but those aren't bad episodes. Episode 5 is kind of crazy with like the little character vignettes. I know people hated that, but I love that. It's great character development, great setup for the finale and where everybody's at. 6 and 7 are just crazy and so good, and they do a great job kind of building up the stakes to a big finale. And the finale, while maybe the actual final conflict wasn't as intense as I would have liked, it is very personal and feels very real. And it just worked well for me. So yeah, the writing for the season can be on the nose. At times it lost its momentum. The finale wasn't as huge as maybe you would be thinking with the whole Scorched Earth thing. But I thought all the characters got great finales, good guys and bad guys. Performances are great from the cast, great music, and just I left the show with a general sense of I'm happy I watched all 5 seasons. I'm happy I watched this through to the end, and I'm satisfied where things left off. If I never see any of these characters again, I'm okay with that, because this is the most satisfying place for me to say goodbye. So I enjoyed Season 5 of The Boys. Not perfect, but it was a good time throughout. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I hope you guys liked the video. Coming up soon in a couple of days is going to be a big mega review where I talk about a bunch of movies I got to see at the Cannes Film Festival, and then coming up in less than a week, my review of The Mandalorian and Grogu. So I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you all then. Bye for now.